Most cartoon dads drink beer and watch too much TV. While Peter has the ability to regenerate his own hand, can fight off a horde of ninja assassins, and is secretly Deadpool, turns out the suburban dad is a lot more powerful than you thought. So today, I'm gonna go over every level of strength Peter has to determine how strong he actually is, starting with Peter at 1% power. Oh yeah, we're operating on anime rules. So, it goes without saying that Peter is pretty decent in a fight, you know, except for the couple times he's gotten his ass kicked, like when he fought Liam Neeson. Or when he fought one of his sperm donor children, who was basically a younger, stronger version of himself. Sure, he's taken a couple L's, big deal. But that's because he never really unleashed that 1% of his power and hit them with his finishing move, Roadhouse. What's that, you ask? Well, this. Help! Somebody! These drunk redneck truckers are trying to have their way with me! Not while my scrotum is pressed up against my stomach in these jeans, they won't. Roadhouse. Okay, fine, that wasn't very explanatory. Roadhouse is when you give someone a roundhouse kick and say Roadhouse. Kind of like this. What did you say to me? Peter, what are you doing? Get off my plane. It's not even the same. Oh, what the hell? Not gonna talk to me like that in my bar. Not a bar. Oh! Now that is Roadhouse. Okay, to be fair, he mostly used the move on a small dog and tiny children he has ancient beef with. I'm talking about Lucy from the Peanuts series. Okay, that is the last time you are gonna pull that crap. You hear me? Yes. Do you hear me? Yes. And you are gonna hold down that football until Charlie Brown kicks it. You got that? Yes. Go ahead, Charlie. Yay! And you know what else? I did some checking around. You're not a licensed therapist. Roadhouse. Peter roundhouse kicking a little girl might be a tiny, eensy-weensy bit problematic, but I've said it before. Peter's hands, or I guess his feet in this case, are rated E for everyone. That's why he's given a couple of adults a roadhousing as well. Ha-ha! Roadhouse, call back. Roadhouse callback. By the way, if you think this is just some run-of-the-mill roundhouse kick he's planting in these people's faces, you're dead wrong. This comes up with some real power behind it. Here's your burger, sir. Thank you. Sir, I need another $1.25. Is that right? Keep the change. Roadhouse. It's enough to wreck a whole drive-through window, concrete and all, and he's just been casually smacking people with it. Wild that a kid capable of breaking concrete is just 1% of his power, but what if that was enhanced somehow? How strong would he be then? Well, to figure that out, we'll take a look at what Peter's capable of at 12% power. Peter's a pretty strong guy, there's no denying that. Now imagine what he could do if he got jacked and, dare I say, beautiful. Well, we got to see what that would look like in the episode He's Too Sexy for This Fat. Excuse me, sir, what is a handsome man like you doing waiting in line? I need an adult! I need an adult! Warren Fredericks, Quahog Beautiful People's Club. Come on in front. All those people were in front of me. You haven't been beautiful very long, have you? Peter becomes buff and beautiful, and his entire life changes immediately, all thanks to a little bit of cosmetic surgery. Lois isn't very happy about it, but she's not exactly angry either. You walk in here with your chiseled jaw and you... Oh my, I liked you the way you were. You're not even real anymore. Hayden, did you get a new buttocks? I had to. My old one had a crack in it. Well, I couldn't be more angry with you. You really let this family down. We should be embracing the things God gave us, telling our kids that a person's not as good as someone else in the way they look. Oh, holy crap. Now imagine Peter, who's already strong, getting jacked with a body coursing with steroids. That is the true next level of Peter's power. Steroid Peter. Peter, could you please pass the potato? Yeah, damn it, Meg. be able to headbutt a hole through reinforced concrete as soon as he gets his roid rage in check, that is. Crazy part is, Peter doesn't even need steroids to be a powerhouse. All he needs is to get mad, and that takes us from 12% to 27%. No joke, once Peter gets angry and does that little squint in his eye, you know the one. He can take on anything, throw whatever damage his way. He's eating it like breakfast. Like this taser explosion from that time he fought Donald Trump. See? Just walks it off. Punches don't even slow him down. Now that is far from the end of it. Peter is taking some serious hits during his brawls, especially the ones with Ernie the Giant Chicken. Like riding a Ferris wheel straight into a building. Fracking thing blows up and collapses for goodness sakes. He just walks right out of the rubble. It took quite the fall, too. Now here's the mind-blowing part. That fall is far from the highest one Peter's ever walked away from. This man once got so caught up in a fight, he accidentally took up extreme cliff diving. This isn't medium rare. Then have them take it back. Okay, now that is an insane fall. Would you be shocked to find out Peter survived an even higher fall than that? No? Well, what if I told you that fall was from outer space? Just insane, man. This man can take literally any damage once he's angry enough. Honestly, sounds like a power set straight out of an anime. Now, defense is one thing, but offense is what you need to master if you want to really be powerful. And Peter has done exactly that. This is what he looks like at just 40% of his power. In the episode of 3 directors, Family Guy decided to do a bit of parody and make fun of 3 prominent directors, one of them being Quentin Tarantino. So you know they had to do Kill Bill with a bit of a twist. The plot of this one was Peter getting fired, then getting fired. Where's my family? Dead. All of them. Somehow he survived all that, and now he's out for revenge. All he's got now is a sword and a really dumb outfit. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Peter's got some moves. He still looks incredibly silly though. Now back to the ultra-violent slaughter fest. I think you get the point by now. Peter kicks ass. But of course, that is still 40% of his power. Tarantino's Peter doesn't even compare to the raw power that is Peter at 59%. For the Michael Bay bit of the 3 directors episode, they decided to turn Peter into a yoked beefcake that can split a rock in twain with a sledgehammer. This already doesn't make sense. Oh, but that's nothing. This Peter Griffin can free throw fully loaded kegs of beer over ridiculous distances. He's just that strong. Dude's so epic, he takes showers with his motorcycle. Heck, even his friends are absolutely shredded in this universe. Dude, they're so strong, they can take on Decepticons in a fight with their bare hands. If that doesn't impress you, I don't know what will. Actually, no, I got you. The fact that Peter destroyed the Decepticon leader by shattering the laws of physics. guess what? He survived the blast too. This Peter is just as durable and has the raw power to back it up. From here, we go from 59% all the way to 80% as we get the Super Saiyan Peter. It says superpowered in the script, but it's Super Saiyan Peter. Peter has exhibited superpowers a couple times on the show. Would I call him a superhero? Hell no, it's Peter Griffin we're talking about. So what does he do with this superpower of his own, these superpowers? Hey, how does he get them in the first place? Radioactive nuclear waste, of course, a classic. What do you think's inside? It's candy. Chris, no! Lower, slower. Let him dream. Ugh, what is this stuff? Tell me, does anyone else feel a trifle queasy? The entire family don't get the myriad of ailments associated with sloshing around nuclear waste. Instead, they get superpowers. Stewie gets telekinesis, Chris gets the ability to conjure fire, Brian gets super speed, Lois gets super strength, and Meg, well, on Meg's super amazing ability to grow her fingernails, back itches. Terminal, really. Ugh. Who else are they gonna come crying to? Next tragedy aside, we're here for Peter's power. It's a pretty busted one. He can transform into pretty much anything or anyone. But of course, he pretty much uses it to just screw with people, like turning into Britney Spears to steal a lock of Justin Timberlake's hair from Meg. All right, hold still now. Ah, you'll be fine. Hey, come here, give me a kiss. Ah, I'm Jean Shalit now. Right. But make no mistake, Peter is capable of some serious feats. We see a shot of him terrorizing people by turning into a tsunami. It's just one of many public disturbances caused by the Griffin family of Quahog. And when the town gets fed up with the Griffin's wildly dangerous antics, they show up to flex on the town and let everyone know they mean business. You can't stop us, Mayor West. We are all powerful. You've let yourselves become drunk with power. Silence! We demand obedience, or F! Is that all you can do? Ow! Anyone who opposes our demands will be destroyed. You will erect a statue in the town square. Statue will depict Blair Warner admitting to Mrs. Garrett the poem she submitted for her creative writing class was actually plagiarized from a work by Emily Dickinson. We have spoken! Ah, he just walks through that concrete like it's paper. Clearly somebody forgot to tell this family that with great power comes great responsibility. Mayor West tries to stop him from enslaving the town, and he decides to do that by rolling around in some toxic waste. Why? To try and get his own powers, of course. But he forgot he's not the main character. Mayor West, you have lymphoma. Probably from rolling around in that toxic waste. I see. What in God's name were you trying to prove? I was trying to gain superpowers. Well, that's just silly. Silly, yes. Idiotic, yes. Yeah, pretty idiotic, but I suppose that was enough to teach the Griffins the errors of their ways. I can't believe we let those superpowers go to our heads. Well, for now, we are gonna use our powers to help you get better. Thank you. As long as I have Mrs. Garrett's giant rack by my bedside, I'll be all right. Girls. Now, yeah, sure, Peter didn't do much in that episode, but you can't tell me Peter doesn't solo. And I think you know the verse I'm talking about. Speaking of which, Peter was also Deadpool at one point. Call me Red Stool. The treatment didn't give me powers, but it did spread cancer to my anus. Just on me anus of the morning. Yes. Just touch my cheek, you leave the anus. Go to music, anus. Decapitated full motion, anus. And it was a pretty dang good one, too. But all of this, everything I've mentioned so far, pales in comparison to Peter's final form. Peter Griffin at 100%. Peter achieving Ultra Instinct was actually a complete accident, and it started with him picking another one of his many stupid fights. This time, it was with Homer Simpson. I mean, who else would he go 100% for, right? Although, to be fair, Homer did throw the first punch. Saying the Simpsons suck. Well, you're anal thick. Ow! What the hell? That really hurts? No, it doesn't. I do it to my son all the time. Like many of Peter's fights, they end up punching themselves all over town, leaving destruction in their wake until eventually they find themselves at Springfield's nuclear power plant, where they, of course, continue to punch each other, eventually triggering a pretty serious meltdown. They take a dip in a big old vat of nuclear waste, and you can probably tell it's about to happen given the history. Ooh. They turn into properly superpowered beings. This time, Peter has powers way beyond turning into anything he wants. Radioactive Peter has some serious Deadpool-level super regeneration. He can fly too. He's got that super strength. I mean, real super strength. Look at what happens when Homer and Peter clash fists. That looked like a mini tactical nuke right there. That's some power. Just look at what happens when their punches actually connect. Oh, but that's not all. These two fly so fast, they escape the Earth's atmosphere in seconds, and they can survive the vacuum of space because why not? Thanks for having me. I am only one with radioactive powers, which will allow me to unleash my fury. How I talked too long. Well, it was great while it lasted. At least now we know Peter has the ability to give your average Viltrumite a run for his money. He just needs a bit of prep time and a lot of toxic waste. But if you think that was mind-blowing, you definitely need to click the link on screen. I've covered significantly more insane things done by even more insane characters. Thanks for watching.